Howdy folks, good afternoon. How are we doing today? It is Saturday, October 2nd, 2021. I'm over visiting the Amberjack Environmental Park down in Inglewood, or closer to Placida, Florida. Amberjack is well known for hosting a variety of different habitats, which can include scrublands, estuaries, such as this one in front of me, and even a little bit of scrub hammock, which shows a bit more of those trees. But mostly the preserve is well known for scrub and estuarine habitat. So this is in particular Lemon Lake. This is an estuary that's made up of brackish water, combination of fresh and salt water. Now with that being said, as part of this video, I actually want to introduce two distinct plants that are present in Florida. So here we go. So I noticed as I was walking through here, you may notice these guys, especially with their little fruits that they bear, also known as their catkins. So, as it turns out, what we're actually looking at is something called a white mangrove. So this is one of the three types of mangroves that are well known in Florida. And you can typically only find these in South Florida. If you go any further up north, it's very likely you won't see them. But the white mangrove is quite distinctive. So with this particular mangrove, as you can see, you go towards the base, and as you can tell, there are no prop roots that belong to this mangrove. Prop roots, in a sense, kind of act as snorkels for the red and black mangroves. So instead, the white mangrove kind of acts a bit more like an actual tree, more or less. And a common feature that's usually associated with white mangroves is if you pull the leaf off, they're well-known salt excretors. They like to excrete their salt. So typically on a leaf, you'll try trying to get my face out of the sun. There we go. Common trick you can use with the leaf is you look towards the base of the leaf where it actually has the stem. They actually produce, well, they have two glands that excrete the salt. This time I'm not really tasting that salt at the moment, just because the thing is, with this particular mangrove, it's not in full contact with the water, but it has some. But the white mangrove, as I like to call it, they like to dispose of the salt, whereas the red and the black, they typically like to absorb the salt. Now, with that being said, white mangrove actually has the most durable wood. It's been used in various uses, whether it be furniture or even boardwalks, and I believe it's even been used in past wooden ships too, if I'm not mistaken. But later on, as it gets into the fall time, which we are approaching, these will kind of turn into like a reddish color. And I believe that they are indeed edible as well. They are, I believe so. I'll be sure to clarify that. But yes, this is a piece of the white mangrove, and usually they are the most upland of the other mangroves. So like some of the mangroves that you're seeing, like those individual islands, those are more of your red mangroves. But then, let me see if I'm lucky enough. You guys see some of those projections coming out of the ground? Those are your black mangroves. They have those pneumatophores, which is just a way for them to obtain salt. The amberjack actually has a pretty cool boardwalk that you can walk through while you're out here enjoying your time with nature. I gotta say, this is really the first time I've been wearing a shirt during my hikes. Because like I said, like right now, it really doesn't feel that bad out at all. I mean, it's warm, but it's not too humid. That humidity makes a huge difference. So I also noticed as I was walking through here, I noticed these guys. Some of you may already know what they are. But for those of you who don't, this is a Coastalplain Willow. Now, what's fascinating about the Coastalplain Willow is it contains Salicin compounds. Now, if you combine salicin with acetyl chloride, that actually creates one of the most well-known substances that we use. When you put those two together, that creates something called aspirin. Now, aspirin is one of our most sought-after treatments, whether we have headaches, fevers, or even upset stomach. But these Coastalplain willows produce salicin, which is one of the main ingredients for aspirin. How cool is that, you guys? I mean, it's right here. Like, you may not always have to go to a pharmacy. You can just get it right here in nature. Now, they're also commonly distinguished on their leaves. When you look at the underside, you'll notice along the middle here, and even the other glands, it has a bit of a yellow color, as you can see. And that's a common factor that also helps you identify the Coastalplain willow. Now, it's already past the time of the year where it happens, but as you're like in springtime, usually this willow produces these elegant yellow flowers. It kind of reminds you of looking at the Melaleuca plant, but rest assured, these are one of the only native willows found in the state of Florida. I think I've even seen something too that they've had distribution as far north as Ohio. But yes, this is one of the types of willows that exist. There are several types, but with most willows, the leaves have a bit of a lance shape. So, in terms of what that willow provides, it's very useful. However, though, they have been found to have some decreasing numbers just because of their use. But yeah, Amberjack Environmental Park is actually a really cool place. So for those of you who are in the Inglewood area, this is well worth a visit, you guys. So alright. Hey, I hope all of you are enjoying your Saturday, part of your weekend. Hopefully all of you are taking your chance to enjoy the natural world wherever you are. And it's finally that time of the year where it's like finally cooling off just a tad. So it's just nice. That means now, you know, with the trail being a bit drier and then the temperatures, it's just as hot but lower humidity. It gives opportunity to do some more hiking. So alright, you guys, take care, and journey on a journey is outwards. Take care, folks. See ya.